There's really just one single block that separates so many people. You notice how there's people everywhere, and we walk around with these huge goals in our heads like make more money, get in shape, be someone to be proud of. But what we never realize, we never see that something so simple, it sounds even stupid saying, but we never see what actually gets us towards those goals. The reason most of these goals feel impossible is because you're trying to control things you can't control. We want the result. I want to get to the result. But then you try to grab it directly. Like it's a light switch you can just flip. But the results don't care how badly you want them. They don't move just because you're frustrated. You cannot change the output. And here's where everything changes for me. If you can't change the output, what can you do? Well, you can only change the input. Here's a crazy part. Once you accept that, once you actually believe it, really believe it, everything gets easier because suddenly the pressure disappears. You stop waking up every day thinking, why am I not there yet? Why am I not good enough? And you start asking a better question. What can I put in today? What step can I actually take? Not tomorrow, not next week, but what can I put in today? What is today's input? Do you want a better body? Well, you can't control if you want that by Friday. But you can control what you eat for lunch in 10 minutes. You can control showing up to the gym. That's input. Don't make enough money? Well, you can control how much you work, or you can control the skills you learn to make more money. That's input. If you really want a better life, and this is something that I've come to terms with, is you can't really just snap your fingers and become a new person, but you can control one action. And if you do that same action, you take that same step daily, then the results have no choice but to show up. That's how it works. It's kind of like planting a seed. You don't scream at the ground asking why it's not a tree yet, but you water it. You give it sunlight. You do the inputs, and then the tree grows. But no one sees the inputs you put in, only you. Strangely enough, that's when success finally starts to show up in your life. Because you're working with how reality actually runs. You're not fighting against it. It's so hard to learn this because you spend your life frustrated, feeling behind, wondering why your massive goals don't materialize. But the truth is simple. If you don't stick with the inputs long enough, then your outputs will not appear. And this definitely depends on how big your goals are. Like if you have just this massive goal, the only way you're going to get to it is by putting in massive amounts of input. So, I think you need to choose your goals with what you're actually willing to put in. If you want your life to change, you need to start here, not with motivation, not with some perfect plan, but just one small mindset shift. I can't control the output. I can only control the input. Accept that and everything changes. At least it did for me.